What's going on, guys? It's good to see you all. Thanks for being here. My name is Roguelike Duck. Happy Friday to you guys. Today we're talking about the Pull 2 Spectrum deck. I was kind of going back and forth on actually doing this because really Spectrum doesn't change too much going into Pull 2, much like the Kazoo deck. And so I wasn't sure if it was worth really talking about since it's very samey, but I figured we'll talk about it anyway because realistically the Spectrum deck doesn't change going into Pull 3 either, and Spectrum is just kind of good all the way around. It always pops up and it does steal wins every now and then. It's a decent deck to get your hands on, put together, and just have as like a backup plan in case you're really struggling with the deck you're playing with. As you progress up the tiers, you're going to come up against different metas of decks, and so it's always nice just to have it as kind of a backup plan, right? Even in Pull 3, I've got like a Spectrum deck just sitting there with Pull 3 cards that every now and then I'll just pull out and just have a go with, because it is a fine deck. There's nothing inherently wrong with it, but it's very samey. It doesn't do anything different as it progresses up through Pull 1, 2, and 3. You're just putting different ongoing cards into the deck and dropping a Spectrum on it. So we're going to have a look at the Pull 2 Spectrum version that we have here today. We'll talk about it a bit, play some games. If you're new here, I'd appreciate it if you subscribed. I'm a pretty small channel, a new channel, so if you enjoy the videos, if you're sort of lurking and watching them every bit here and there, I wouldn't mind it if you subscribed. It would really help out, so thank you for that. And we'll have a bit of a talk about the Spectrum deck. You're looking at it now, it's right here on the screen. It doesn't look very different, does it? Like, we're playing Armor, we're playing Ebony Maw, and I think really that's all that's different from the Pull 1 version. So this is what we've got here for Spectrum. I won't go on about it too much, but really we're playing for two lanes, realistically. We're going to have a nice big lane that's going to feature Claw, and then we're going to have a lane that's just going to have Namor, and then we're either going to drop Onslaught or Spectrum on those lanes, right? Not on the Namor lane, on the lane that doesn't have it. You got to watch out, because Cosmo will stop Spectrum from going off, but Cosmo is just a general good counter card for pesky decks that pop up. Destroy is always going to be relevant, so Armor and Cosmo both will prevent Destroy from doing their thing, but you have to watch out, because Enchantress will ruin your day. So let's get into some games. I don't think there's really much to talk about when it comes to Spectrum. It's just better just to jump in and show you how it's done. All right, we've got a game. You'll notice that I look different. That's because I had to stop recording briefly because I started to feel a bit sick. So I just stopped, had a shower, all that sort of stuff. And I'm feeling a bit better now, so I wanted to finish recording the video. So with Ebony Maw, you can't play it after turn 3, but you also can't play cards in the same location. So it's not really, we're not really looking to play Ebony Maw immediately on turn 1. Instead, we're just we're skipping that, and turn 2 we're just going to drop Colossus. Colossus just a nice safe. Nothing can hurt him. He's fine. They're filling up our hand. Our hand's just full of nonsense right now. It's kind of annoying, but we can deal with it. I'm just thinking of going like Sunspot and more. Yeah, that's kind of good for us. So what we might do is Cosmo and Crawler. Goose. We can crawl her into the icebox now. That goose actually really hurt us, I just realized. Because we're not going to be able to Spectrum from the Cosmo. We're actually in a really difficult situation here. We might just play it safe with the cap. We can Onslaught onto the cap.
Avengers! Assemble.
We see Mr. Fantastic. Mr. Fantastic can reach into there.
Locked in.
What we might do is this instead. They didn't even try to contest us in Icebox. Wow.
Victory.
Well, we take the win there. It says that we've got a 50% win rate on the deck, but this is actually the first game I played. The one that I started a game before I felt sick, so. All right, next game is up and running. It's like I was saying, the Spectrum deck, it's pretty solid. The whole time, pull 1, 2, 3, it's always just a decent pick. It's like never the best pick, but it's decent. It gets the job done, right? So unfortunately, we haven't seen anything. The Dream Dimension might be problematic for us. Oh, that's painful. I was thinking of playing Namor on turn 4. I mean, on turn 5 into the... Oh, that sucks. All right. Okay. We need to stop whatever is coming there. I know this deck because I've been playing this deck. That's probably a Viper. Ah! Haha! Got him! Alright, we're just going to play it nice and safe with a cap here. And honestly, I'm thinking of just going Onslaught on the next turn.
Avengers! Assemble.
Feeling pretty confident. Oh, no, an Enchantress. That'll do it. That will do it. Unfortunate. And then Hazmat. Very nice. Very nice. So just like how on reveal can get immediately countered by a Cosmo, yeah, Enchantress, she'll get ya. Enchantress will get ya. On to our last game now, and let's see if we can end it on a positive. The problem with the on-reveal and the Spectrum decks is they get hard countered by like 1 card each, and it really sucks for them, but I mean, if your opponent doesn't see them, you're pretty much Gucci. Where to put the Ant-Man? We'll probably just play it safe in the hub. Blades discard to Dracula. We've seen Spectrum every single game, astonishingly enough. This is just pretty safe. We'll probably play Namor in a location by himself. Wakanda's a nice safe pick for him. Yeah, we'll drop him because we have him. Swordmaster coming down in Wakanda. We see the Cosmo, but I think just heading up and playing on curve's better. Placing the more down in Wakanda. Ghost Rider's going to bring back the Dracula. Yep. Alright. Looking pretty dangerous over on that side. And then we'll Spectrum on the final turn. Morph turning into Spectrum. So they know I've got Spectrum. Discarding the Wolverine. Wolverine's going left. We are winning the left, but Dracula could discard something massive, which will just win. We're no longer winning over here, and we're not going to, because that morph went crazy. So we're really... I've said it before, I'm already infinite, so I don't care about losing the cubes. I'm going to play it out just so you guys can see it, but it's not looking winnable. It's looking pretty losable. Single swarm, and it drops the APOC. There it is. That's all it had to do. And they win by just one, but yep, that's it. Craziness. Craziness. Alright, so back with the deck list, and as I said before, it's a perfectly fine deck. It does the job, it can still wins, but it struggles, especially considering that you do kind of really want to be playing on tempo 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know, like, and when you are playing it that specifically, it's hard to get everything you want happening or fill up lanes. You're mostly playing for 2 lanes 9 times out of 10, and in the rare cases that you're playing for like that 3rd lane, it's very niche. The deck is fine, but it's just not as powerful as other decks. It does have access to Armor and Cosmo, which are pretty good for countering annoying locations, annoying decks. Mr. Fantastic reaches into, you know, those hard to get to places, along with the Nightcrawler, and you will eventually move the Nightcrawler out of the deck for something better. This is just a general deck list, just a general idea. I mean, you can chop and change it however you like. All you do is go into the search and search for specifically ongoing cards and pick your favorites. But yeah, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to ask once again, if you made it this far, if you could please subscribe, I'd appreciate it. And that's all for me. Hooroo!